Anna Dear Judith famously said, "We either get success or lessons. If we learn our lessons successfully, we get both." Kuzampala, I'm Tashitama, and you're watching Curious About Careers. Today we have Minlam Chesung, who is the owner of Menjong Buffing and Cleaning Services. Well, Minlam, thank you for joining us today, and please introduce yourself to our viewers.
First of all, Kusampala, and it's an honor and privilege to be here. And to introduce myself, my name is Menjong Chesung, and I'm the founder of Menjong Buffing and Cleaning Services. And regarding my studies, I completed from Sherbs College in the year 2017.
So, Minlam, how did you start off with the cleaning business, and was it your first career option?
Actually, no. Ever since from high school, I was interested in agriculture and in forestry, but yes, even I did a study with regard to forestry and agriculture during my study in college. And after graduation, I came into job market and I tried to find job. And yes, I did work in government agent as well in private agent. Then after that, I felt it's not really for me in the job, to be in the job. Then I came up with this idea when I was having a dinner with my friend. So actually, he was sharing me about this and that, and we thought of doing together. But later on, when I was in job and we could not talk much about it, and he opted for another business. And after resignation from the job, then I was alone. Then I pushed myself to work on this business. So I think this is how I landed up in this cleaning services.
Okay. So, why cleaning services and why not other business possibilities?
Cleaning services, I have in this business, I have more of various categories. So it's first of its kind in Bhutan. So now few categories are already there in the market, but I would say that this and beside few categories, most of them are very new in the market in Bhutan. So I felt like it will be a monopoly. At the same time, our country or our places, cities are also developing and evolving on a daily basis. So I felt that my services will be on full demand when people know about it. So that's why I think I strongly got stuck with this business, and I continued with this business.
Okay, so it's great that you wanted to do something different and unique, but starting a new business, you must have faced a lot of challenges.
Challenges, yes. There were lots of challenges, and me being a very new in the field of business, and I did not take any course. I did not study anything about business while being in the high school or in the college. So first and foremost, I didn't know anything about business. But right after graduation, I did an entrepreneurship course, which was provided by the Moeller, and for 24 days something, I joined there, and after completion of the course, I was very motivated. I was motivated through various different kinds of businesses were showcased there, and where pitching were done. So yes, through that I got motivated. But after coming to the market, before establishing my own business, it was I was worried whether the people will sort out my business or not, and I was worried whether the money, the financial, will be enough to establish the business or not. And now I was worried that how I can approach the people to take avail my service. Immediately after establishing the business, yes. Having a very beautiful and big platform nowadays, which is online marketing through Facebook and Telegram and all. I did marketing there, and those people who knew about it, yes, they opted to avail my services. And then even though when I went door to door, some people thought it's just a vague sort of idea, and they don't want to avail the service. And it's quite funny that how Buddhist people think about this kind of business. Like if I post it, there will be so many comments saying that we can wash our carpet by ourselves. So, and even I post my service to clean the tiles, deep cleaning. There are people say that also they can do by themselves. Deep cleaning and all they can do by themselves, and it's very fascinating about the Buddhist people. But one thing about Buddhist people is adaptability based. Buddhist people are very adaptable to new things. They catch up very fast and they go along with this new thing. So yes, before establishing 2 months ago, there were less people. People did not understand what I was doing, and they did not take up my business as a very serious matter. But now, after highlighting and doing marketing time and again, people are showing interest to avail the services. Yes, they think that they can wash their carpet at home, or they cannot do away with tile polishing and all. There are other categories as well. So yes, now people are adapting to this very new idea. So I think now these were the challenges, but it's going good. It's going pretty good now.
Okay.
Yes.
So you mentioned that you're mainly focused on online marketing.
Yes.
Do you think that's the most effective way of marketing for most businesses, or do you think there's something else more that we can do when it comes to marketing?
I think marketing based, there are lots of strategies to be conducted, but for now everyone else has a smartphone. So everyone uses certain apps, like especially Bhutan. We do use Facebook and Telegram group, WeChat, WhatsApp and all. There are lots of groups there. People create groups for selling and all, everything. And unlike in the past, hardly people do watch even BBS. There's broadcasting, people do watch, but they don't time and again. They don't go through this thing, and through online, what the people keep on scrolling through the Facebook and all, and this particular service or particular business keep on popping up on the Facebook or Telegram, something like that. So somehow people get curious about it, and they by default they go through the page and all, and then they try to avail the service. So I think for now, yes, for me, online marketing is the biggest platform for every sort of business. Maybe for some it might not work out, but for me, yes, it is working very well.
Okay. So I guess it just highlights the importance of being technologically literate for business providers and customers as well.
Yes.
And you also mentioned you were a little worried about the financial aspect.
Yes.
So how did you manage that? Were you able to get investors, or were you the sole investor in your business?
Definitely, I couldn't do it by myself. I have to sort of loan and all. So at the initial point, I didn't know from where to get the loan, and we want to get support from family and parents already having so much burden, so I did not ask them. And finally, when I was working out there in one of the private sector, one of the senior, he was sharing me certain things about how to process the loan through CSI Bangalore. So I was not sure about it. Then somehow I came to I went to the office and to the bank, and then they were sharing things about how to get the loan. And yes, CSI Bank provided me the motivation and encouragement through loan. So even the interest was low, and certain principal was provided in free amount also. So this is how I got the financial support. So other than that, I did not ask much financial support rather than a mental support.
So it's only been 2 months since you started your business. So can you tell me how is it going? Are people now becoming more receptive towards the services that you're providing?
Actually, I was supposed to operate the business by November last year, but due to COVID-19 issue, and due to the machines that I have ordered, could not reach. And then it took around from November till April month, mid of April, I couldn't operate due to lack of machines and all that. And then immediately after receiving the machines from the supplier, then what I did, I did not know much about this, how to use this machine. Called it's complicated machine at the initial point alone. Then, as someone says, it's a open knowledge generation model. So, I went through YouTube, Google, everything, time and again, research page. Then I went through the practical videos and all. Then I learned about it. Then I got familiarized with the machine. So after 2 to 3 weeks only, I could run the machine properly. Then yes, after that I did marketing and all. Then yes, at the very initial point, yes, there were no much customer. When I posted, there were no likes, there were no share, and there were no call and all. So after 1 month, then there were people starting to like the page, as I also did repeatedly posted the my content into the Facebook, into the group and all. So then people, like I said, people got curious about it, and they came along. And yes, now people are starting to make a call, and there are some bigger projects also I'm working on it, and I also did it, yes. And yes, now people are understanding that how and why it should be required, why it's required in the cleanliness, cleaning business and all. So now it's starting to pick up. It's more of like I would say from 100%, 20% it's going up. Maybe after 5 to 6 months, or after 1 year and all, maybe it will boom. And as of now, I can only say that it's picking up a little bit.
It's great to hear that your business is picking up and you're a self-taught man who has a lot of passion, and I guess if you have the passion, you can do it, you can succeed. So let me ask you, do you have anyone in your life that has influenced you, maybe personally or professionally?
Yes, ma'am. There are lots of people who did influence me to become who I am today. First of all, I would like to thank His Majesty for supporting all the time to the youths and all. And secondly, to my parents and all. So if I genuinely share how I got influenced to, if I share about the business, how I got influenced and passionate about it. I was actually, there are diversity of people who influenced me and who I look up to. And all those people are Bhutanese people only. And like I said earlier, when I was doing this entrepreneurship course down there at the tech park, so there were lots of youths who came up with the idea. By then they were also young, who came up with certain beautiful ideas, and they were interpreting within the Thimphu city and within the country. So if I name it, I mean, like, there are lots of people. So I would just share on the surface. So they were doing such great things, and by default I was a fresh graduate person, and after attending such program, my mind was, it was touched by them, in the sense I also wanted to do. I mean, like, they inspired me in a way that I instantly felt like I want to do this, and I need to do this. I felt such in this way. So through them, like 3 or 4 of them. So through them, I really got inspired, and this is how I look up to them and landed in this business. And I really want to name them, but I think it's maybe the real object, so I don't want to name them.
So it's really great that you had so many inspirational people giving you support and the guidance. And now talking about Menjong buffing and cleaning services. So tell me about the workforce over there, and what other services do you provide?
My services, my company basically provides 3 major services, and through that 3 major services, there are certain, there are 9 types of services that I do provide, and the 3 major services are carpet cleaning, second one is buffing of the tiles, flooring tiles, in the sense granite and marble. Then third one is upholstery cleaning. Then after these 3 major categories, I have branches like I do provide removal of the cement from the tiles, and I do provide for move in and move out cleaning services, regular cleaning services, car seat cleaning services, in the sense those seats are made out of fiber texture. I do clean the car seats as well, and then I do provide service for polishing the planks and all. So these are the very services that I provide, and for now I feel most of the services requested by the customers are to clean the carpet and polishing the flooring tiles, and upholstery cleaning. These are the very categories of the services and most demand one.
So tell me about the people who work in your company. Are they trained as well? Do you train them?
Actually, I don't have, as of now, I don't have any staff. I do as a one-person man force, and I do have one sometime hired guy, and when there is a bigger project, then I hire him and pay him on a daily wage, and after completion of that, if the work is in a smaller quantity base, then I do it on myself. So maybe in the future, if the business will progress and booms well, then maybe I will hire, I employ 2 or 3 of them, maybe in the future. As of now, it's only me and my hired person. That's all.
So do you have any future plans to expand to other Dzongkhags or districts? Because like you mentioned that you do online marketing, you might have received a lot of queries from other Dzongkhags.
Yes, definitely. I do have certain expansion plans. Maybe after if it goes well, maybe after 5 to 6 years. But before that, if I can, I want to expand to with the same services. I want to expand to Paro as it's very near, and I can also, you know, visit here and there simultaneously. So I'm planning of doing that very in the very near future, like 1 year later and all, if it really goes well. And beside that, in the other Dzongkhags, I really don't know right now. As even as of now, even having established for 2 to 3 months, it's very difficult to catch up with the Thimphu residency. I don't know how people will like interact or people will act upon my business in the other Dzongkhags, as the population is already low. And if the server base is not revealed, then it may have complications to my business. So rather expanding to other Dzongkhags, I would expand the categories of my business rather than expanding to other Dzongkhags. So yes, I have a certain plan to expand with respect to category, and if I can, I will do expand to Paro and all. And other Dzongkhags I will think about it, maybe in the later, maybe in the future.
Well, that's great news for customers in Paro. They have something to look forward to. There might be a lot of people in our country who would want to start up a business. So what would you say to them? What would you like to say to them?
First of all, to those who want to start up their own business and come up with their idea, I want to encourage them that never be in a backward mindset. Rather, come forward and prove yourself that yes, you can do it. And if you don't have that capacity or potential to prove yourself, then I think it will be difficult to stand in a business field. You don't have to prove to anyone else, just prove to yourself. Then definitely the work will flow like a river, and things will work out automatically by itself. So I want to encourage everyone who wants to take up a business, go ahead and do it.
Thank you. Well, Millam, thank you for taking out the time to be on our show today, and I wish you and your company, Menjong Buffing and Cleaning Services, all the best.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
I hope you achieve all the goals that you set for your company. And to all our viewers who want to avail Menjong Buffing and Cleaning Services facilities and ask any questions that you might have regarding the cleaning industry, you can contact Millam through his Facebook page. Thank you for watching.